Welcome into our PTV Sports Studio. I'm Dylan Cleland, and this is our fall edition of the PT Sports Report. With all of the fall sports seasons well underway and some in postseason play, our team of reporters split up and went out to the practices, games, and matches to get the inside scoop on our Warriors. First, we'll start with a look at the boys and girls cross-country team. They've started their season off strong with a 5-2 record, both the boys and the girls. We sent Nick Desmond to talk to the coaches and runners for some reactions to the season thus far.
With the cross-country season in full swing, I stopped to talk with the coaches and a captain about how the season is going. I first talked with Coach Arzeni to get an inside look on the team.
Okay, I coach the girls cross-country. I'm the head coach for the girls cross-country. It's a very exciting sport. It's an individual sport as well as a team sport. The course that we run on and practice on is over at Bushy Run. It's a beautiful, beautiful field. If you ever go over there, you'll see the white arrows. Follow that, and that's our course. We have a lot of hills that we have to run, and it's a pretty demanding sport. I don't think anybody realizes what you really have to put into to be a cross-country runner.
We've got some of the other guys, they've dropped maybe 2 minutes from last year's times to this year, which is a major, major improvement. That's like 40 seconds a mile faster that they're running. We've noticed that the work ethic is getting better and better each season. And the results are showing. I mean, their record right now is 4-1, where in past years at this point we might have been 1-4.
We have a few invitationals that we go to on Saturday mornings. The bus will leave at 6:30 in the morning. One's at Shenley Park, and the other one we go to Penn State Fayette campus. Generally, we run meets against 2 other teams, such as Hempfield and Latrobe at one particular school.
I then asked about the team members themselves, including the captains.
We have 2 captains on our team this year, Lindsay Johnson and Sam Matoni. She's a great leader, a great motivator. She gets our practices going. She gets the girls working even harder.
How I became captain was, I guess, Miss A thought that I was more of a leader than the rest of them. I'm actually a co-captain with Lindsay Johnston.
Lindsay Johnson is our top runner. And she really helps the girls stay in there and to run their hardest and really challenge themselves.
We've noticed that the kids are even more of a team now. It's not a boys team or a girls team. It's one team. They support each other tremendously.
Cross-country team is a big family. Like, yeah, there's drama that happens, but we get along. We have fun. We do crazy stuff.
And so we've really been working on it, and this year we have a great group of girls. Even with the guys, we all work as a team. We know we have runners that are really good, but we still work as a team whenever we're practicing. We root for each other. We root for the boys root for us.
We are one big happy family, pretty much.
This has been Nick reporting for PTV.
Let's swing over to boys golf now, where the team has already captured the section title and is starting the WPIAL playoffs soon. Matt Simkovic talked with Coach Rosardi and a golfer to see what went into their success this fall.
I recently had a chance to catch up with the section champion boys golf team here at PT. Let's see what they had to say.
Yeah, going into the season, we knew that we had a good chance last year, and that this year we'd have a good chance also, although we weren't projected to. We were projected to come in 4th, but we knew this year after a few close matches that we had the capabilities to make a run for the section.
Probably the first Hempfield match. They have 8 seniors on their team, and they were favored to win the section, and we beat them by one stroke at our course. This is it. This is the first time that we were able to win the section. Second year of having a winning record, actually. Last 2 years we've had a winning record.
I think we all play a very solid game that helps us on some of the tougher courses we play. So it gives us the ability to go anywhere and still give us a good chance of winning.
Consistency, somebody always coming through. They're good as a team together, a little more tighter, I think, than in the past. Again, always somebody coming up with that score we needed to defeat the other team.
There's some good teams in the WPIAL playoffs, but whenever we go out and like shoot to our best abilities, we can probably have a chance of beating anybody.
One big change this year is that we changed our home course from Westmoreland Country Club to Manor Valley. In the past, at Westmoreland, we didn't get to practice there. We just had our matches. So in a sense, I felt that it was like another away match, that we really didn't have an advantage to our competitors. So this year we played at Manor Valley, where we got to practice there, get more familiar with the course. So we had an advantage, and that showed in the fact that we did not lose a home match all season.
I think just the whole season we were able to know every match going in that someone was going to score low, and that just took the pressure off of us and helped us all play to the best ability we could.
It was a great group of kids. I knew they could be competitive. I wasn't sure if we could actually capture the section. They did a great job staying together, and again, always somebody coming through. I told them what they needed to do. We had a big match last week against Latrobe here, and that we actually lost to Latrobe at Latrobe Country Club at their place. So I told them if they get 5 scores in the 30s, that I don't think they could compete with us. And they came through with 5 scores in the 30s. We beat them by about 7 shots. And then we already had beat Norwin at home, so we had to go there to their course last week and take the section, and they were determined. They told me they'd do that from the beginning of the year, and they stuck to their guns, and they accomplished what they set out to do.
I think we're looking good. I think everybody's at the top of their game, so hopefully we can make a good run and shoot some good scores.
That's all from the golf team. This has been Matt Simkovic. Let's see what's up next in the Sports Report.
The field hockey team is already 12 games into their 2016 season. They've been working tirelessly and have earned a spot in the Whitfield playoffs. Maria Weinstein attended a game to see their hard work in action.
This year, the PT field hockey team has put in a lot of effort and time into playing. They currently have a winning score of 7-4. I headed down to the field to talk to some players and the coach about the rest of the season.
I think it looks pretty positive as of right now. We've faced all the teams that we're going to play so far, and we know how we can contend with them, and we know how to beat them now to the teams that we lost to.
The biggest challenge this season is our section, probably. We have a lot of difficult teams, but that won't stop us.
Our biggest challenge this season is definitely North Allegheny and Pine Richland. They're always a competitive team, and we just always go face-to-face with them.
In our first 6 games, we did really well as a unit, and now we kind of lost our mojo, but today we want to get that back and then go forward with the season.
We definitely are more of a team this year than anything else.
We're in a scoring slump right now, and the girls are a little bit down and a little bit stressed, so I try to motivate them with new ideas and motivational quotes and little teamwork activities that we can use to to bring the level up.
The game is definitely a mind game and also a physical game, so that's definitely a challenge while in the game.
In season, we practice every day, 3 to 5:30 after school. We practice when we don't have games, and then usually before season, we practice at the beginning of summer and end at the end of summer for our season.
My role as coach. My personal role is to have girls fall in love with field hockey, so they'll teach 2 people how to play, and they'll be playing in their whole lives.
I've been playing field hockey since 3rd grade. I had a friend that was playing, and she needed someone to go to a camp with, so I started then.
As a coach, my role is to teach them the sport, teach them the tactics, provide them the level of skill that I'm able to provide them, and then get them opportunities to go for higher level skills and give them the tools they need to be successful on and off the field.
Honestly, just our goals. We look towards our goals, and we look forward to whips and hopefully making it to states.
Although they have 4 games left in the season, the Warrior field hockey team season is far from over, with states and Whitfields just around the corner. Make sure you come out and support the team as they take on Pine Richland Tuesday at 7:30. This has been Maria for PTV.
The boys and girls soccer teams have had great seasons so far. With the end of the regular season approaching, Rory Bulware went to check in with both teams as they are gearing up for the playoffs. Here's the story.
The boys and girls soccer teams have been hard at work this season, so I stopped in to check out how their season's been going and what to expect from them in the coming weeks.
So our goals are to win the section championship and then move on from there to win the Whitfield championship and then set our sights higher than that if we can.
To meet our potential. I think that we talked about, on paper, we look like we're a team that can get into the semifinals of the WPIL. Whether or not our actions on the field are going to match that, it's still to be determined. We have the potential to do it, though.
The problems we faced were mostly like getting everybody, like the team chemistry down. But after we got down, we're playing very smoothly now.
We had depth, so a lot of guys were challenging for some different positions. We're still trying to figure out, we're changing guys around. There's really a lot of moving parts right now. We also have a goalkeeper situation where we have 2-3 goalkeepers that are capable of playing well, so it's just trying to get them all some touches and keep them involved. We have qualified for the playoffs, yeah. What our seeding is going to be, we don't know yet. Good, we're 9-1. We've had some really good games. We've had some games where we have some things we need to work on. We still have 3 or 4 really tough games still ahead of us. So as of right now, things are going well, but things can change, and hopefully we're going to continue this way. Injuries, guys feeling under the weather, good opponents who are desperate and trying to get themselves into the playoffs, so we have to make sure that we're up for them. The potential that we have. Again, we have potential to do a lot of great things, so that's what I'm excited about.
Now that we've seen how the boys' season is going, let's check in with the girls.
Our goals this year are to make the Whitfield playoffs and make the state playoffs, hopefully win both and go as far as we can this season.
We'd obviously still like to try to win section and then maybe Whitfields and even make a running in states.
I think our goals are to obviously try and win section still, make it to the Whitfield final and win that, and get a chance of winning the state title also.
We started off the season very well. We had a tie against Kiski and a loss against Norwin. Our strengths this year, we're returning a lot of starters, so we play really well together. We have a strong attack and we have a strong defense, strong midfield, so I'm excited to see where we go this season. So what has changed? We started a little buddy, big buddy with our JV and varsity players, our underclassmen and upperclassmen, and I think that's helped to bring the girls together and be more of a team this year.
We're definitely like more of a team this year. We're way closer. There's way less fighting.
Our biggest challenges is probably the Norwin game. It doesn't matter where it is, when it is, it's always just that rivalry that will get to us.
Our season is going awesome so far. We're really excited for the upcoming games. We have our second Norwin game coming up. We have senior night tonight. And then the playoffs are a short distance away, so we're super excited for that.
This has been Rory reporting for PTV.
There are 2 sports here at PT that have the girls' seasons in the fall and the boys in the spring. Those are tennis and volleyball. Michael Shuley has a recap of the girls' tennis season and a look in at the girls' volleyball team so far.
As the girls' tennis season is winding down, I went out to see what the girls thought of their season so far.
I'd say our team has been pretty successful this season. We managed to win most matches, and we're definitely a lot closer than we've ever been. This is like a tennis family, so it's really fun.
Our team's been pretty close this year. Lots of good energy, can't get any better than that, especially in the doubles. Doubles teams always have to have good chemistry, so chemistry's been pretty good, so I'd say a pretty successful season.
To say it mildly, we're going to be in a rebuilding year for the next couple of years, but the JV's really worked hard this year. We have great JV coaches that have done development work with the girls, and hopefully that they're going to work really hard in the off season to get a jump start on next year.
After I met up with the girls' tennis team, I then went to see what the girls' volleyball team had to serve up.
This season, the team's strengths are definitely communication. We have to communicate on the court, and that'll help us win games.
Most of our team Most of our team played a good bit last year and in some cases the year before, so that's a little bit different than most teams.
The most important thing would probably be communicating and talking to each other so, we don't let the balls fall and we don't just make dumb mistakes. And definitely being close, I think that helps us too. We have like a good team chemistry.
This season our expectations are to beat Hempfield and at least tie for the section and make it to playoffs.
This year I have very high expectations for the season. We didn't go that far, we didn't do that well last year. I'm expecting to make it to playoffs and do a little bit better and get far into playoffs.
I think we'll do well. I definitely think we'll make it to sections. Our section is a lot tougher this year. We lost Kiski and Algal, so we really had to step up.
Leadership is extremely important, especially with a lot of young girls coming up. We have to motivate them to do better.
It's important for all the seniors to take the leadership because we have a lot of younger players and we want them to step up and play at our level as well.
We have a lot of juniors and a couple sophomores coming up and playing with us, so we want to help motivate them and bring up the team spirit.
With the final stretch of the season left, the girls volleyball team will kick off the Penn Trafford tournament tomorrow. That's all from Mike Shuley. Let's see what's up next in the Sports Report.
The PT Warrior football team is coming down the home stretch of the 2016 regular season. With 4 upcoming games against tough in-conference opponents, I sat down with Coach John Ruane and a few players to see what the approach will be to ensure a deep playoff run. Coming off of an exciting WPIAL runner-up season, the Penn Trafford Warrior football team has started strong with a 5-1 overall record and 3-1 in the conference. I caught up with Coach John Ruane as well as quarterback Cam LaFoon and linebacker and tight end Brendan Kelly to find out more.
Well, our expectations are the same every year. We play to win every week. The mindset is, our staff's been here 7 years. Our kids have been here. The seniors have been here for 3 years. And we have a certain mindset that we want to win every game every week. And that's our expectation. We don't believe in rebuilding and all that stuff. We might have years where we got to replace a lot, but we expect guys to step up when it's their turn and play football.
Going in every season, our expectations are always the same, and that's a WPIAL championship. We lost a lot of players, but we knew we still had the guys to get the job done. Excited for every week for Friday. Each day kind of grows and grows in preparation for the game. Thursdays, practice, always really excited. Then Friday, once it comes games day, it's the most exciting day of the week.
The mindset at the beginning of the season is just like the one we've had at any other season's beginning. We set out to win a WPIAL championship. That's just our mindset. We expect to win every game and go out there and kick butt, I guess. I think we're performing pretty well. Obviously, there's a lot of things to improve on, as it shows in our record right now. But, for a standpoint, for a lot of the new guys we have playing this year, a lot of first-year starters, I think a lot of things have been going pretty well.
We've done a pretty good job. We're 5-1 at this point of the season. Obviously, we're disappointed in our loss. But, we did have a lot to replace. And like I said, we expect everybody to step in and go about business as usual. And I think for the most part, we've done that. Certainly, there'll be growing pains here and there, but, as long as we continue to get better every single week, that's the ultimate goal, and to win, the next opponent. So I think we've done a pretty good job with that.
Yeah, I've kind of grown as a vocal leader as the quarterback. Every play I'm in the huddle saying stuff, rallying the guys, trying to become a vocal leader of the offense and get a W.
Defense has been so effective because our D-line has been playing really well this year. They've been coming off the ball, eating up blockers, which frees up the linebackers to run around and make tackles. And our secondary, for the most part, has been eliminating big plays, which has helped the defense play pretty well. Probably focus on the little things. If you look at a lot of our games, it's like little false start penalties or jumping off sides on defense, or maybe we'll miss a block here or there. And that's kind of the thing that's been slowing us down a little bit on offense and defense.
Turnovers, penalties, stuff like that. We got to clean that up, and it'll get better as the season goes along.
Well, we have to improve. Everything that we're not doing well, we have to get better at. One of the biggest things is in football, you have to be disciplined and you have to not hurt yourself. So penalties, fumbles, interceptions, not taking advantage when our defense has the ball in their hands, dropping interceptions and things like that. We have to improve on all those things, and that's what winning teams do. They take advantage of opportunities, and they don't give the opponent opportunities. They make you earn it. I've been very fortunate to work with awesome players and kids with tremendous work ethic. who, you know, do above and beyond what we ask of them, and who have high character. And then on top of it all, they're very talented football players. So, you know, our staff, we've been here for 7 years now. Many of us have been here for the entirety of it. And we've just been very fortunate to work with such great kids. And guys that want to win, guys that know what it takes to win, and guys that will work hard to do that. So it's been a real pleasure to be a part of this for 7 years.
After suffering the first regular season loss since October 11, 2013, the Warriors will look to bounce back tonight when they host Franklin Regional at Warrior Stadium. Kickoff is at 7:30. For PTV, I'm Dylan Cleland. Thank you for watching the fall edition of our PT Sports Report. Tune in next Friday for a new episode of our regular program, What's Up Warriors, where we will take a look at the Pittsburgh Steelers season as well as the upcoming Penguins season, and also a story on the transition to Google here at the high school, as well as some other PT news. I'm Dylan Cleland. Until then, have a safe and enjoyable 3-day weekend, PT.